Welcome to South St. Paul City Hall and the February 11th, 2019 meeting of the South St. Paul School Board. Wendy, will you please take the roll?
Inspector Diaz?
Here.
Inspector Bjorklund?
Here.
Inspector McClellan?
Here.
Inspector Walker?
Here.
Inspector Arend?
Here.
Inspector Lalaberty?
Here.
Inspector Felton was present, 7 members.
Thank you. Please join us with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Hey, we have a very special Quality in Action tonight. Lincoln Center Principal Mike Fugazi and the student ambassadors are going to highlight ways they are supporting the students and staff at Lincoln Center Elementary. So welcome to Principal Fugazi and the ambassadors.
Thank you. Good evening. I have just a very brief introduction, then I'm going to turn it over to 3 of our student ambassadors. So our student ambassadors are a student organization of 4th and 5th graders that aren't too dissimilar from maybe what a student council would do. They do a lot of service learning projects throughout the year, so they're here to highlight something specific to our kindergarten registration. So on the 22nd of January, we had our kindergarten registration. We had 67 kindergartners, so probably around half of the incoming class get welcome to the building. And we switched formats a little bit, which involved that group of students, and so they're going to share about some of the things that they did to help set up those parents and those kindergartners for a successful first experience at Lincoln Center.
Hello, my name is Grace Sprigal. I'm in 4th grade in Miss Sexara's class.
Hello, my name is Evie Applequist. I'm in 4th grade in Miss Larson's class.
Hello, my name is Annie Sprigal. I'm in 4th grade in Miss Sexara's class. And we are in student ambassadors.
Why we wanted to help.
I wanted to help out in kindergarten registration because I like helping and playing with little kids. I helped out in the classrooms. I talked to the kindergartners about what to do in kindergarten and what a Packer Praise ticket was. I also helped by showing tours. I showed families around the school, and some of the places I showed them was the nurse's office, the specialist, and the main office.
I wanted to show people and explain people what Lincoln Center Kindergarten is.
I wanted to help at kindergarten registration because I enjoy helping little kids and I like giving people tours.
We all helped in classrooms.
What we did.
We did tours and helped people find their ways around the school.
We also welcomed people and family into Lincoln Center and gave Packer Praise tickets to the new Lincoln Center students. Thanks for listening.
Are there any questions for the ambassadors?
Just a thank you for the role that you're playing as student ambassadors, and we do have a special gift up here for you if you want to come say hello to the school board and shake our hands on the way through.
I want to thank you for coming and speaking to us and sharing what you're doing. And I want to encourage you, especially as girls, to keep using your voice and speaking up and being involved. I'm very proud of all of you.
Yes. Thank you for coming.
Keep up the good work.
4th grader?
Good job.
And you're a 4th grader? And you're a 4th grader.
Do help out again next year and training your successors. Thank you, girls.
Thanks for coming.
Well done.
Thank you for the nice presentation.
Well done.
Standing. Way to
Well
go.
done.
Congratulations. Say hi to your mom and dad for me. We get one more sticker.
Oh, yeah.
For the little one.
Well, that's fantastic. Those are our future leaders, that's for sure. So we'll move ahead to our agenda for the evening. The first item is the approval of the meeting and agenda and minutes, and that includes the school board meeting agenda for tonight, which is February 11th, 2019, the committee of the whole meeting minutes from January 28th, 2019, and the regular board meeting minutes for January 28th of 2019. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda and the minutes?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
Any discussion or additions to the approval?
Forgot what it is.
Are we adding the resolution?
Yep.
We have a change in the agenda,
Okay.
or I don't remember what it was.
So there's a new trustee that we are going to make a addition to the agenda for, so.
Need a motion.
The motion to
Amend
amend
the
the
agenda.
agenda.
Right.
I move
Add
to-
item 6.
Hmm?
Add item 6C.
The resolution that we'll be approving tonight.
Yes, under business items,
Right.
yes.
So it'll be number 6C, and it's a resolution designating Hand Benefits and Trust Company as the health reimbursement arrangement trustee.
That's it.
Okay, so that, we will need a motion to add that to the agenda,
So moved.
and a second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. So that resolution is added to the agenda for this evening and is approved as part of this approval. So now we are approving the meeting agenda and minutes as revised for those 3 items that I listed earlier. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Then the agenda and minutes are approved. The consent items are the financial claims and staffing. Do I have a motion to approve those?
So moved.
Thank you, and a second.
Second.
All right, any discussion? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. The consent agenda is approved. Policy, there is nothing coming forward tonight. Nothing to approve there. So we're going to move right to our business items. The first is for the South St. Paul School Board to approve the 2019-2020 budget guiding change document. Do I have a motion to approve the guiding change document?
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. The motion passes and the budget guiding change document is approved. Next is for the South St. Paul Board of Education to approve the resolution directing the administration to make recommendations for reductions in programs and positions and reasons therefore. And to read and move that resolution, I will look to Patty.
Okay. Whereas the financial condition of the school district dictates that the school board must reduce expenditures, whereas this reduction in expenditure and must include discontinuance of positions and discontinuance or curtailment of programs, and whereas a determination must be made as to which staff contracts must be terminated and not renewed, and which staff may be placed on unrequested leave of absence without pay or fringe benefits in effecting discontinuance of positions. Be it resolved by the School Board of Special School District Number 6 as follows: that the school board hereby directs the superintendent of schools and administration to consider the discontinuance of programs or positions, to reduce expenditures, and make recommendations to the school board for the discontinuation of programs, curtailment of programs, discontinuance of positions, or curtailment of positions.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, and any discussion? If not, Wendy, please call the roll.
Inspector Felton says yes. Inspector Aaron?
Yes.
Inspector Lalaberty?
Yes.
Inspector Diaz?
Yes.
Inspector Bjorklund?
Yes?
Inspector McClellan?
Yes.
Inspector Walker?
Yes.
7 yeas.
Thank you. The resolution is approved. Next is for the South St. Paul Board of Education to approve the resolution designating Hand Benefits and Trust Company as the health reimbursement arrangement trustee. And Wendy will read and move that resolution.
Okay. I hereby move this resolution, whereas South St. Paul Public Schools changed its vendor for its health reimbursement arrangement effective January 1st, 2019, from Plan Source to MedSurety, and whereas Point Trust Incorporated, or Trust Point, Incorporated, was the previous trustee of the South St. Paul Public Schools HRA Trust administered by Plan Source. And whereas Hand Benefits and Trust Company is the successor trustee of the South St. Paul Public Schools HRA Trust administered by Maturity, and now therefore be it resolved that the South St. Paul Board, the School Board for South St. Paul Public Schools, Special School District Number 6, hereby designates Hand Benefits and Trust Company as the trustee of the South St. Paul Public Schools HRA Trust effective January 1st, 2019, and removes Trust Point Incorporated as the designated trustee.
Thank you, Wendy. Do I have a second on the resolution?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Wendy, will you please call the roll?
Inspector Diaz?
Yes.
Inspector Bjorklund?
Yes.
Inspector McClellan?
Yes.
Inspector Arend?
Yes.
Inspector Laliberty?
Yes.
Inspector Felton, yes. Inspector Walker?
Yes.
7 yeas.
Thank you. The resolution is approved. That wraps up the business portion of the meeting, so we'll move on to our informational items and start off with Dr. Webb.
Thank you. Our superintendent update for tonight, I'm going to switch my view here for a second and get this. This should show, and there we go. So our superintendent update for February 11th is as follows. So we are going to host a mental health community-wide event to continue to try to support community conversations regarding anxiety, mental health concerns. We want to continue to make sure that we are doing more and more as a school district to address mental health, to hear about mental health concerns. We currently have counselors in each of our schools supporting students and families that have mental health concerns. Nationwide, 1 in 5 people struggle from some kind of mental health issue on a day-to-day basis. So this is an issue that we are going to host actually a movie showing of a movie called Angst, and have our counselors host an event the evening of Monday, April 15th, so we can continue to have community conversations and community support regarding mental health. So that's one piece we wanted to highlight. Today we had a kickoff breakfast for National African American Parent Involvement Day. So we had a number of our African American students invite their parents in to have them join us. Some of them even chose to spend an hour or two shadowing their children in the day. And it's a way to make sure that we continue to build bridges with all races and backgrounds of all students and families here in our district. Congrats to Ms. Roski. She got a financial literacy grant this year that's from our United Educators Credit Union. We wanted to give her a shout out for her kindergartners this year. IB Science Group 4 projects were last week in a real snowy afternoon, and but Group 4 is our science projects, and we have a special showcase just for the good high-level caliber science projects that we have going in our IB diploma program. On that same snowy afternoon, we had Ms. Bauer's second grade class, as they have a goal of completing 100 random acts of kindness. So one of their random acts was to clear the windshields of 4 or 5 inches of snow for all of our staff before the end of the day. So this is their pose after working hard to clear all those car windshields. We had a national letter intent signing ceremony with a handful of our students on the list. We have one in the fall, one in the winter. This is heading now for students that are heading to Division 1 or 2 or even 3 that are going on to play activities in athletics at their post-secondary institution. Finally, just a couple of upcoming events. We have, due to our 5.5 days of missed school, we have our very first makeup day coming on February 15th. We have a food distribution this week on February 13th. We have no school district-wide with Kids' Choice closed on President's Day, February 18th. Blood drive at the secondary on the 20th, and another food distribution at Lincoln Center on February 28th. If you want any of our materials and meeting information, you can just follow this tree on our website and get anything you need. Go back to you.
Thank you, Dr. Webb. We'll look for the board members' updates and start to my left with Nikki.
I'd like to thank Ms. Fangel's class and Mrs. McAlpine's class for inviting me into their classroom last week to read stories to their students, the first grade and second grade classroom. It was very enjoyable, and they were delightful. They were good listeners. They asked good questions, and it made me miss teaching. But anyway, I want to thank Lincoln Center and the two teachers for welcoming me into the building.
Thank you. Bill?
I have nothing today.
All right, and Wendy?
I'd like to put a personal shout out to our local representatives in regard to their work at the state capitol. I had the opportunity this past Saturday to attend the City Hall forum that was held here. I want to thank Representative Hansen, Representative Claflin, who are residents here of South St. Paul, and also a thank you to State Senator Matt Klein and State Senator Carla Bigham for attending that and having that forum so that we could share our feelings and give our voices as to what we want as citizens in South St. Paul here to have them work out at the Capitol. And also tonight at our earlier Committee of the Whole meeting, Representative Claflin, Senators Klein and Bigham attended, and we could share some more of our concerns with them regarding public funding and issues that affect schools not only in South St. Paul, all across the state. And also had an opportunity to attend the show choir fundraiser Sweetheart Dinner on Saturday evening. Nice shout out to all the students that participated, to the families that supported and provided desserts for raffle. It was a great fundraiser for that group. If you ever get a chance to attend a show choir concert, please take advantage of it. It's a great opportunity. The program has grown from like 15 students when it first started out to nearly 100 students at the secondary building right now. And it's boys, girls, and there's also about 15 members of our band program that also participate in the show choir presentations. So I want to thank everyone that attended that night and wish our show choir groups a great end of the year, as their show choir presentations are every Saturday. They literally travel in the 3-4 state area every weekend participating in these groups. The next big one coming up will be in Hastings in 2 weeks. If you have an opportunity to get down there on Saturday the 23rd, it's a phenomenal event. Literally, show choirs from across the country come to Hastings to participate in this competition. So it is a wonderful event if you want to see what they do and just attend a very fun family day. So thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. Linda?
Yes, I missed the chance last meeting to give a shout out to the Kaposia PTA. I was able to attend their family movie night, and they are a well-oiled machine. Things went great. Food, everybody had fun. It was one of the coldest nights that we've had so far, and they had a lot of parents, a lot of happy kids skipping around and watching a movie. So shout out to Kaposia PTA, who does a great job.
Great, well, thank you. Patty?
Nothing tonight.
All right, and Jeff?
Nothing tonight, too.
Very good. Well, we have no supplemental agenda, so I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, all in favor, please say aye.
Hi.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. And we are adjourned.